We conclude this session of preliminaries by just giving a note on piecewise defined functions. Consider the absolute value function y equals f of x, which is given by mod x. Obviously, it is defined for the entire real numbers. The domain is the full real numbers. So the definition, if you are looking at for the function mod x, you can see that it is piecewise defined in this case that the whole domain of R is divided into two. If x is non-negative, you will put the value x, and if x is less than 0, you have to put minus x. So the entire domain real numbers are divided into 0, infinity, as well as minus infinity, 0. In the 0 infinity part, you have to consider x, which is y equals x, means it's a straight line, which is given by the black black line on the graph. But it is available, the evaluation has to be taken only on 0 to infinity only, not the negative parts. Very similarly, another piece is also given. The another subdomain is for negative real numbers. For the negative real numbers, you have to use the definition y equals minus s, that is given by the blue line. So how to plot the uh, graph of mod x? So these subdomains you have to look at, where uh, the unused part you have to discard, which means at 0 infinity, that is a non-negative real numbers. So domain is starting from 0 to infinity. Only you have to consider the black graph. So one can just discard this side. Very similarly, one can just avoid the second graph y equals minus x and the negative positive part, no negative part. So this is how you have to fill it. So what you are going to get is a V shape. So these two pieces joined well will give you what exactly is the graphing of the absolute value function. Very similar way we can try various examples. See, one can consider the following. F of x is given by three pieces. Now entire domain is divided into negative real numbers, x less than or equal to 0, you have to give minus x. In between 0 and 1, excluding 0, including 1 is 1. And another part is given by, the last part is given by, for all x greater than 1, you have to take the shape of x square. So these three pieces together is our new function. We know all the graphs well. Y equals minus x, for example, that is given in the first graph. Second graph actually gives you y equals 1. The third graph will give the familiar parabola y equals x square also. But these graphs you have to put appropriately and join together. So take the first part, x less than or equal to 0. So minus infinity to 0, 0 excluded, sorry, included, you have to use the y equals minus x graph. So it will come like this. Now, in between 0 and 1, 0 value is already taken, so you don't have to bother about. Up to 1, you have to move along evaluation 1. So this one, this 0 is already taken as 0 from the previous subdomain. So to understand that, this part we can make it a whole, and 1 is taken here, so I can darken it. Now the remaining part of the full domain is x greater than 1. So x greater than 1, one has to consider this parabola. So that part, 1 onwards you have to write down. So it takes something like these forms, a parabolic shape, it goes on like that. Okay, so these three pieces combined well will give you the graph of this function f of x equals minus x, x less than or equal to 0, in between 0 and 1, 1, then x square greater than x square if x is greater than 1. One can also consider another example. If you like, f of x equals minus 1 for x less than 0, 3 if x is in between 0 and 2, 4 if x is greater than or equal to 2. So there are three steps now. First part is y equals minus 1. that has to appear minus infinity up to 0 in this the subdomain. Second part, you have to plot the graph y equals 3. That works from 0, including 0, up to 2, 2 excluded. And y equals 4, you have to use it in 2 infinity, 2 included. So these three pieces you have to keep in our mind and join well. So y equals minus 1, it's a constant function. So you'll be just taking the plot up to 0. So it moves along this straight line. So this part will give you the minus infinity 0 part. Now 0, so I have to, I'm not taking the value from here. So to understand that, I can make a hole here. Now y equals 3 now, that is, it's again a constant function starting on evaluation 0 is included as 3, then up to 2 I have to move. So I can move up to here. Once again at 2, I'm not taking from that evaluation, so make it like that. I will again make a hole. Then all the remaining part 2 onwards, it takes 4. So I have to look from here, which I will darken here, and again a straight line here. So these three pieces altogether will give the graph of this piecewise defined function. So various examples one can try, and at least one exercise is better to do. Sketch the graph of the function f defined by 3 minus x for x less than 1, constant function 1 for x equals 1, and 2 plus square root of x minus 1 if x is greater than 1. See, it is the whole real numbers is divided into 3. So subdivision you have to make it. So all these pieces to consider minus infinity to subdomains in minus infinity is 1. Second is like only 1 point, it consists of x equals 1. So this set, that is another subdomain, and the last part x greater than 1, so it will be open 1 infinity. So these are the three subdomains. So here you have to look at the plot, or you have to look at the graph y equals 3 minus x. 3 minus x is easy to plot. You have already know y equals minus x. 3 units shift to the upside down, you have to make it, you will get the graph up to this span. Now at exactly 1, only one value, whenever input is given just 1, you have to give 1. That is y equals 1. And 1 onwards, excluding 1 onwards, all the real numbers you have to put the last rule 2 plus root x minus 1. To understand the graph, first understand what is the root x function is known for you. Now we know how the graph of square root of x minus 1 will do that. Just to shift 2 unit again to above, you will get this graph of the function. So it's an exercise for you.